Welcome to the F-150 campaign tour here on Monday, and we are here in the Kansas City area talking to a person that everybody knows. Jerry Nolte, thanks for making the time hopping in the truck.
No problem.
I tell you, I interviewed you for This Week in Missouri Politics,
Yes.
and I enjoyed the visit, but what I enjoyed the most was how half a dozen people were yelling out the window, "Hey, Jerry, how you doing, Jerry? What's up?" That's got to feel good.
It does. Like I said, the idea that I've been there so long and so many people know me is very gratifying.
Well, it's one of those things where I think that's a Democrat district now. It just is.
Always has been.
But the fact of the matter is, I think there are people that will vote for Jerry Nolte that might not vote for any other Republican. I don't think there's anybody else in that district that could have made this the competitive race it is besides you.
Well, that's very nice of you to say so. I had one lady who said that I was the first Republican since Eisenhower she had voted for. So
That's good company.
It's probably the hairline.
I would say being in the conversation with Dwight Eisenhower is not a bad move.
Not a bad place to be.
So tell me, what are you hearing on the doors?
Well, right now it's still a lot of the same thing. We're implementing the senior tax freeze for property taxes.
Yeah.
Big thing right there. A lot of stuff about law enforcement. That's a big deal. And also the economy, inflation and all that. People need to be able to feel like they can go out and afford to buy the food they need for their families. And there's a lot of concern that the prices that are out there now are just making it more and more difficult.
All right. So in order to win this race, you're going to have some people that maybe don't vote for Trump vote for you.
True.
You're going to have some people that maybe vote for Amendment 3 that don't vote for you. When you run into those folks on the door, how's that conversation go?
Basically, not that many people care to discuss either one of those issues.
I can see that about abortion, but Trump, man, everybody I know has an opinion about Trump, but trust me, they tell me at bars and ball games and whatever.
I think they're a little overloaded. When somebody asks me about that, though, I basically tell them, both candidates have good people that are going to tell you how good they are. I'm here for Jerry. It's just me and you talking here.
I like that. So outside of the property taxes, what else are you hearing out there? How's Kehoe doing up in the North Lane?
Kehoe's doing great. I think people love Kehoe, and let's face it, it's Ford country.
And you're sitting in a Ford right now. I told folks the F-150 tour, I'm starting off bringing the truck home back to its Clay Como roots, where it was born. So what's planned for the next? We got 8 days left.
That's about the number I get. So yes.
What do you do?
Work it, keep going. That's why my voice is a little raspy. I've been talking to people, but I will just keep talking to people, touching hands, and that's a lot of it right there.
What do you spend your time at? Is your team doing doors? Are you on the doors? What are you doing?
We have a couple of teams doing doors, so that's great. And I'm doing doors, but I'm also working wherever two or more are gathered, so to speak.
I like it. The early voting in Jackson County has been huge.
Yes.
Both candidates running in the 11th talked about how the early voting lines are an hour, 2 hours long, all day long. What's it like in Clay County?
Not too far different than that. Excuse me. The lines are quite vigorous, and you see an awful lot of that. That was something that I was not surprised to see the growing importance of the early voting, but I was a little bit surprised to see the actual volume coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So I knew it was going to be big, but it is really rolling along, and it's really gratifying because what I tell people is democracy is kind of an invisible thing, but you don't get to see an actual physical manifestation of democracy as you do on election day, and in this case.
So, to me, I drove by. I voted myself early in Cole County.
Mm-hmm.
I drove by and saw the Jackson County stuff this morning. My question to you is, you've done this a long time. You've got a lot of votes.
Yes.
I look at the people in those lines, and I see, man, the vibe on that is those are Republicans voting early. Give me the mix of what you're seeing in Clay County.
It seems to break down a little bit that way, but something that you just pointed out, and that is, obviously people talk to me about my partisan identification, but a lot of them are just say, "Hi, Jerry." It's not "Hi, Jerry Republican," it's "Hi, Jerry."
Well, Jerry, thank you so much for the time. I appreciate it. Good luck out there.
No problem.
I want to thank the Farm Bureau for letting us be out here on the F-150 campaign tour. We'll see you out there on the trail.
Well,